We can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. If we want different results, then we must change something from what we are doing. Do your beliefs support your goals? Or do you self-sabotage yourself? I want to invite you for our Vision for Success 2025 program. We are offering it for a very, very subsidized cost. Hello and welcome to Abby's Holistic Wellness Hub. My name is Coach Blessed Abby. It's always a pleasure having you here. I appreciate your support and your love towards this channel. For your subscription, for every like, for every comment. You make this become a dialogue and not just a monologue. I get to hear your thoughts because we are growing together. I'm not just telling you how to grow, but I'm growing together with you. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you also for your congratulatory messages towards my son. You remember the last video that we did on why we must pursue our dreams was actually inspired by his success. Thank you for those messages. He loved them and we received them with a lot of thanksgiving. Now I have said again and again that my video ideas are inspired by things I hear out here on the streets, conversations I have with people. Sometimes it's my clients, and so I get to reflect and come up with an idea for a video. And this one is no exception. So the other day, one morning, we were having a conversation at the gym. And we noticed, my friend and I noticed that the number of people that came in the morning was reducing. And we asked our instructor, why is it so? Why are people fewer? And he said something remarkable. He said that the number of people, the flow of people going into the gym, varies from quarter to quarter. And in this last quarter, most people tend to lag behind in their fitness goals. So they tell themselves, we are going to start this in January. And so in January, people are so many. The gym is flooded. He says there is no room to breathe. Sometimes he feels like it's overwhelming. But then 2 months down the line, around March, April, the people are gone. They are no longer there. The energy they had has just vanished. And I wondered, why is this so? And I thought to myself, it's because we wait for tomorrow. Just like we said in the previous video, we wait for the perfect time to start implementing our goals. Why wait for 2025 to start laying down your goals, to start setting your goals? You see, many people wait for January, but by then they are already left behind. Look at organizations. By the last quarter of the year, October, they're already setting their goals. They're already envisioning what they want to achieve in the coming year. If you see an organization that waits for January to set its goals, then there's a problem. Most organizations set their goals in the last quarter. They don't wait for the new year. So why not do that? Why not implement that in our own lives? And so that is what I want us to talk about today. There is also this lot of people that have given up on setting goals. They have written New Year resolutions, and by the end of the year or somewhere in the middle, they have not achieved anything, so they have given up. I remember I got to that point in the past. I got tired of writing goals. Why? Because I would write them down, and then by July, August, I'm just wondering, what have I achieved? So I've achieved nothing. And remember, we have said again and again that one of the keys to being happy is progress. If you're not progressing, then you're not going to be happy, because a human being doesn't like being static. We like moving. We like making progress. So you get tired. So personally, I got tired. I stopped writing goals. What a mistake. That was a serious mistake, because the Bible says in Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, people perish. How can you move through the whole year without a vision, without a guide? It's like a tourist moving in the zoo or a park without a guide, without a tour guide, they can get lost at any point. I want to begin by addressing common mistakes that people make when setting goals. One, they don't write them down. As I was preparing for the content for this video, I looked through my notebooks, my journals, and notebooks for yesteryears. And I was actually surprised that there are years I never wrote down goals, and I wondered, how did I move through that year? The Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2, write your vision, make it plain. When you write your vision, when you write your goal, you add weight to it. You give it more strength. When you just have it in your mind, you tend to forget. We are human. We tend to forget. Another common mistake that most people make is setting vague goals. I will talk about this. I will give you examples of vague goals and how to convert them into SMART goals. So we will come to that. Why is it important to set your goals early? Why start now? Why not wait for 2024? Starting early increases your clarity. You see, when a car is moving and the wipers are not working and it's raining, there is nowhere that driver will go. So you want to be clear on your goals to know where you're going. It also reduces stress. Imagine waking up every morning asking yourself, what do I want to achieve today? But when you set them early, you already know what you want. So all you need to do is move towards it. And it also increases the rate of success. Think about what we've said about organizations who start early. So when you do this in your personal life, your rate of success increases. You have time to reflect on what truly matters. You don't just set those vague goals that we talked about. You reflect on what matters to me. You don't set goals that everybody else is setting, making money, buying a car. You reflect on that. Another thing is that you can identify and address your obstacles early. When we did a video on self-talk, we said that positive self-talk is not about ignoring your challenges, but rather approaching them objectively. So yes, you will set goals, but you must envision beforehand what obstacles might you face. When you do that early, even when they come, they don't shock you. You're already prepared for them. You're already meeting them head on because you already envisioned them. Early action also builds momentum and confidence. You're already moving towards your goal. So you've built the momentum. You are confident that you're able to achieve this. So it's very important to begin setting early. So that's why we want to be among the minority who will start planning early, who won't wait for January 2025. I'm going to give you a step-by-step framework of how to set your 2025 goals. The first place to start is now. Reflect on 2024. How has this year been for you? What challenges have you faced? What obstacles have you faced? What worked? What didn't work? What would you want to do differently as you approach 2025? What are you grateful for in 2024? I've heard people say that 2024 has been a very bad year. We were in this meeting that somebody addressed us and said, 2024 has been a very, very bad year, and she was referring to the fact that so many people have lost their loved ones. She asked people to raise their hands, those who have lost their loved ones, and so many people raised their hands. And so with reference to that, she said, this has been a very bad year. Even though I'm among those who lost their loved ones, I still disagree with her. A lot of good has happened in 2024. So what is that good to you? When I sit down to journal my gratitudes, I'm thinking and reflecting of many positive things. My children have gone to school. My family has been in good health. When somebody has been sick, we've been healed. So many things have happened, so many positive things. And so I have a lot to look back and be grateful. So remember we said that you attract more of what you're grateful for. So we want to attract more blessings, more miracles in our year 2025. But where do we begin? By being grateful for what worked in 2024. Secondly, envision your 2025. Visualize. I love this exercise. Visualize your 2025. You can take time off and just go somewhere and reflect on this year. Imagine it's December 2025 and your friend asks you, how has your year been? And you say, the year 2025 has been an amazing year. What will follow? What will follow that statement? What will you say? Will you say, this is the year I bought that car I've really wanted to buy. This is the year I hit my fitness goals. This is the year I saw my children's grades in school rise. What will that look like to you? In a video we did early this year on crushing your 2024 goals, we said you write as many goals as possible. What does success look like to you in career, in relationships, in finances, in health? What does success look like? These are the areas. Remember when we were doing our challenge, the Reorganizing Our Lives challenge, I showed you a wheel of life. What does your wheel of life look like? What would you want it to look like? Your relationships with friends, your family, all these are areas to think of. So what you want to see in these areas are actually your goals for 2025. What are your expectations for 2025? We actually get more of what we expect. We have talked about expectations before. What you expect, you build more of that. So what is this one thing, one big change that you want to celebrate in December 2025? Please share with us that one goal in the comment section. What does it look like? So that is the second step, envisioning 2025. How do you go about setting your goals? I have mentioned vague goals. I used to set very, very vague goals. I was just looking at them and I laughed. Let me read to you some of them. These are the New Year resolutions that most of us write. So one vague goal could be, I'm going to lose weight. I'll start saving money. I want to get fit. I'm going to read more. I'll spend more time with my family. I want to be happier. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to start a business. I will learn a new skill. I will travel more. Now, those are very, very vague goals. Let me give you an example. Why is the first goal, I'm going to lose weight, very vague? You see, that goal does not say how many kilos or pounds you're going to lose, by what time, how you're going to do it, will you exercise? It's very vague because it's not specific. The second one, I will start saving money. How much are you going to save? $2,000, 200,000 Kenya shillings if you're in Kenya. And how will you achieve that? Will you start by saving an amount every month? Could you set that amount? I have seen challenges where people say, I'm going to save 100 shillings every day. Some say every month. For those people who earn salaries, they set aside an amount for saving. That's being specific. When you say, I want to get fit, how? What does it mean to you? What does fitness mean to you? So now we don't want to set vague goals anymore. SMART is an acronym. It stands for specific, that's S. S is specific. M is measurable. A is achievable. R, relevant. And T, time bound. So are your goals specific? How measurable are they? How achievable? How relevant? Are they time bound? So when your goals are specific, a specific goal should be clearly stated that anyone can understand what needs to be done and who is responsible. That's a specific goal. A measurable goal is a goal where we can measure progress. We can tell that now this goal has actually been achieved. An achievable goal is realistic and within reach. You see, Tony Robbins said, and I mentioned this in that previous video where we talked about how to crush your 2024 goals. He said that many people set goals that they should achieve in 10 years, they set them to achieve them in 1 year. You ask somebody, what do you want to achieve in 2025? They say, I'm going to buy 10 acres of land. I'm going to buy a car, a big car. But then when you ask them, I've asked my clients, what's your vision for the next 25 years? And they are literally blank. They have no idea what they want to see in 25 years. So they literally tell me, when you ask that, I literally felt so blank. I have no answer for your question. But we set very huge goals for 1 year. We don't, reflect and reason through it. So how achievable is that goal that you're setting? How relevant is your goal? A relevant goal should be aligned with your overall objectives. There should be a good reason for setting it. What is your why? Revisit your why. We have talked about this before. What's your why? Because it's that why that will keep you committed even when all odds are against you. It will keep you strong and focused towards achieving your goal. And finally, is your goal time-bound? Have you given it a time frame? Is it something you want to achieve in the first quarter, second quarter, first half, or towards the end of 2025? Your goal needs to have time frame on which you want to achieve it. What do SMART goals look like? I wrote them here. I'm just going to use the same examples I use. I'll give us 3 examples. We said if it's in matters losing weight, if you say I'm going to lose weight, that's a vague goal. But a sound goal will sound like I will lose 10 pounds or 1 kilo by following a calorie controlled diet and exercising 4 times a week in reaching my target weight within 3 months. So that's a SMART goal. It has the kilos you want to lose, by when, and even the how, and how relevant it is to you. I'll start saving money. That's a vague goal. Let's make it SMART. I will start saving 200 shillings every month by setting automatic transfers in my bank to my savings account and cutting down on dining out. You can choose what to cut down. This is just an example. And so I will achieve having 2,400 shillings. It could be dollars. That's just an example. So you can put your figures in that. Another vague goal is I'm going to read more. Now, how many books? How many books do you want to read? What time of the day? How many minutes per day? So that is how you set the SMART goals. You make them very achievable. They are very clear to your mind. Once you hear them, you know this is exactly what I want to do. This is my roadmap to achieving this goal. Another important thing to do as you set your goals is having accountability partners and a way to track your goals and how you have achieved them. John C. Maxwell says, don't make your goals private. Of course, by this I don't mean that you go shouting your goals to everyone. They also say when you tell your goals and your dreams to small minds, they kill them. So you can't just tell your dreams to anyone. But it could be your spouse. Your spouse can be your accountability partner. This person who keeps you on track and asks you, you are to do this, by the first quarter of the year. What have you achieved so far? It could be a parent, it could be a teacher. Choose that one person who helps you to be accountable. You need to have a way of tracking your progress. Remember, progress is a way to happiness. The moment you get to your first quarter in 2025 and you are already in April, you're now evaluating what have I achieved by March 2025, and you see progress. That motivates you. So track your progress. Have people you are accountable to, people who actually remind you that you have to achieve this, you are capable. They encourage you to do more of what you want to do. Let's address common excuses that cause delay in what we want to achieve. The first one, and this is very common, I'm too busy. I don't have time. Did you know that 10 minutes a day counts than 0? I was just doing some maths here. We have done this before. that, for example, if you took a 10-minute walk every day, during the month, you will have walked 5 hours. During the year, you will have walked 60 hours. Now that's better than zero. And if you did exercise 30 minutes a day, and we are looking at a typical 30-day month, you will have exercised 900 minutes during the month. That's 15 hours. And that's 180 hours through the year. Think about that. So start small. Start gradually and grow. Don't think about that 1 hour that you don't have. Think about the 10, 20, 30 minutes that you have. Start there. You know, when I started exercising, I started with 20 minutes a day. I moved to 30 minutes a day. Now I go to the gym and work out for an hour and a quarter a day. I have progressed. So start small, keep progressing. Remember, it's progress over perfection. Most people want to start from that 1 hour mark, and then they give up because maybe you have pains and your body is sore and you're wondering, goodness, I'll be given a new body in heaven. Why should I kill myself? Start small and grow the momentum. Build the momentum day by day. And by the end of 2025, you will be grateful that you actually started. Another common excuse is that I will wait for the new year vibe. Why wait? Again, I will say the perfect time is now. That perfect time you're looking forward to doesn't exist. Today is your perfect time. You know, I don't believe in coincidences. It's not a coincidence that you're here listening to me today. God made you come here so that you and I can be among the smart people who start today, set their goals, and they have a reason to celebrate at the end of 2025. So don't wait to start tomorrow. Start today. Today is your great time. Today is actually your very best time. So this is my call of action to you. You know, that's what I do as a coach. I talk to you and then I give you a call of action. You see, they say we can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. If we want different results, then we must change something from what we are doing. Is it eating right? What is that one thing that you need to change to achieve the goal and the dream you really and badly want? Let me ask you, do your beliefs support your goals? Or do you self-sabotage yourself? Do you start on a journey to achieving your dreams, then you become the killer of your own dreams? That happens a lot. Are you clear on what you want to achieve in 2025? Is your why clear to you? Is it that strong why that will keep you committed to the end? When all odds are against you, when you feel like you're not making any progress, is your why clear? Are you going to stay committed to the end? What's your major driving force? Is it what you want? Is it competition? What's driving you? And so I want to invite you for our Vision for Success 2025 program. We are offering it at a very, very subsidized cost. Why? Because I want to see as many people as possible achieve their goals. I have seen so many frustrations, so many people frustrated because they've been setting goals year after year and they achieve nothing, and so they are frustrated. So in the month of December 2024, I'm giving you an offer for this program, a wonderful program that will help you be clear on your why, defeat your negative beliefs, and achieve exactly what you want. Please find the link to this program in the description box. You will receive personalized coaching. Are you a group, a couple? You know, there's somebody who reached out to me this week and said, I want to do this, me and my wife. And I really love that because we said, don't leave your partner behind. Do you want to do this as a couple? You will grow together, and that's so powerful. I look forward to having you on the program. A year from now, you will thank yourself from starting today. Your future self will be very, very grateful to you for starting early. So start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I appreciate you for being here. If you liked what we've shared with you, please leave us that thumbs up. Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. And also subscribe. Have you joined this family? I have seen a high percentage of people who view our videos but they don't subscribe. Please support us by subscribing to this channel. And one more thing before I forget, commit your plans to the Lord. It's Proverbs that says, commit your plans to the Lord and He will make your path straight. Don't forget to pray. We don't do this by our own strength. We need divine enablement for us to achieve what we have set out to do. And with that, God bless you. I wish you a beautiful end of year as you set your goals, because we are starting today. That's what we have agreed. We are starting today so that our 2025 can be amazing and beautiful. Thank you and bye.